Good morning, YouTube. Today we have finally the long-awaited, yes, the Ancient Gear deck profile. It's been updated, it's been changed a lot. Please stay tuned afterwards if you want to know why I made the changes I did. Alright, start off, we got our two Ancient Gear Golems, of course. Two Ancient Gear Gadjiton Dragon, easiest to search. We got one of each, one tributes, Chimera, Engineer, and Beast. I like one of each one of them because they each have their perks and drawbacks. Beast you can't special summon, Engineer has low attack, and Chimera doesn't really have an effect. But they each have their own benefits to them, each of them. For single, just generic 4-star monsters, we got 3 Knights, because you have a lot of dead draws in this deck. 2 Soldiers. He may be low in attack, but he's a lot more of a beast than you might think. The biggest change, I am running these super defense robos, 2 of each. They're really easy to get a hold of, and they let you go for rank 8s like none other. They recycle each other. It's wonderful. Next, I have a Machina Fortress, a Machina Gearframe. It's really good for all these dead draws you're gonna get. Like you're gonna get an Elephan without your other super defense robos, or going to get any of the other big ancient gear monsters, and you're just not going to have enough room to do anything, so your Machina Fortress will help you out there. And Gearframe, because he's another 4-star, and lets you bring out your Machina Fortress. I have 1 Cyber Dragon, just in case. He's good special summoning. Swift Scarecrow, just because. Good hand trap to have, and he's still a machine. And I'm trying the new one out. I haven't really been able to playtest it much. Gearspring Spirit. This deck likes to go for rank 8s a lot, and this is just another way to get there. It's beautiful. You can use this effect, then go for your rank 8. It's wonderful. Moving on to traps, we only have 3: a Royal Decree, Malevolent Catastrophe, and a Mirror Force. I don't usually need to go for traps in here. If I can get out my monsters, I'm perfectly good. But these will help protect me even if I don't. On the field spells, I have a Mausoleum of the Emperor and 3 Geartowns. Now, Geartown is like your core of this deck. It lets you special summon. It's a threat that a lot of people will go ahead and MST it blindly without knowing what it does. Mausoleum is for like when you have your 3rd Geartown out and you have no way of destroying it. You tribute your Geartown and set Mausoleum, and then you play it. Then you get your special summon, and you can contribute for X amount of life points. I have an Ancient Gear Castle, an Ancient Gear Workshop, and an Ancient Gear Drill. Each one has their own perk. If you have more than one, they usually kind of clutter. I have a Machina Armored unit. I usually get this one off so much because most people are afraid of it so much they'll MST it, which is good because it'll get rid of their MSTs, but bad because you don't get to use its wonderful effect. Gravity Blaster. This thing has saved me so many times. You have no idea. The negation of effects is like, it's beautiful. And its permanent increases also help. Limiter removal, just in case you get into a bind. Power Bond it's your win condition of this, your OTK potential of this deck. Since this deck is all machines, I have 1 Solidarity, Dark Hole, and 2 Mystical Space Typhoons. As for the extra deck, I don't have it as complete as I would like for it to be, but I have 2 Googly-Eyes Drum Dragons. He's a little indestructible pile of garbage, but he's really cool. Gear Gigant X. He's pretty good. Chimeratech Overdragon. He's good if you have your Cyber Dragon and just a whole bunch of machines, but no Ancient Gear Golem. Chimeratech Fortress Dragon. This is the ultimate extra deck card, in my opinion. Just in case your opponent is running machines or whatever, you can tribute their monsters. And the big boy himself, Ultimate Ancient Gear Golem. As for the rest, you might try the gimmick puppets. Throw in a Heliopolemos, but he's not a machine, so it's gonna be a little bit more difficult. You can throw in your generic 4s, like you put an Gadjiton, number 101, Roach, whatever you want to. But Most of the time, you're going to be going for these bad boys right here. Well, that about wraps it up for that deck. Again, the core of it's still Ancient Gears. Like, you have 12 Ancient Gear monsters plus the support. I still qualify it as an Ancient Gear deck. I've changed the name a few times. I call it Commander, just for fun. You're probably wondering why I took out the gadgets. Since they hit Ultimate Offering, yeah, that was a long time ago. I decided to take them out because they just didn't have the synergy that they used to have with the deck. I mean, they're still very viable, but I found the Super Defense Robots to be a far more useful in my opinion and fun kind of a different twist on the anti-gear deck. The the big thing that you might notice or think will happen is that you're gonna have a lot of dead hands, and more often than not you don't. It's a relatively consistent deck. um, you can change it up however you want to, throw in your staple, Effect Veiler, Max C, or whatever, but I like it exactly the way it is. I'm still messing with it a little bit. I just decided, finally might as well I got to a place where I might, where it can be shareable, because I know you guys have been liking it. Anyway, let me know if you have any other thoughts. I mean, yes, I know there's a lot of other staples that I leave out here, but if you know what kind of a player I am, you know that I don't like to use like draw power and stuff like that. But that's just me. Anyway, hope this helps you out. Again, it's budget. You can buy. There's a tri set of the Machina Ancient Gear and the other Machine Structure deck right now at some of the retail stores where you can get big cards and stuff like that. And it's relatively budget. I mean, you can't get like a Ultimate Ancient Gear Golem and the Geartowns, but it's still very viable, and you can still make a pretty decent deck out of it. And it's an underrated archetype, I think. Try it out. See where you get, and who knows? Maybe you might surprise yourself and other people, and it'll be very viable. Thanks. Have a great day.